Adishima makonkonku TV sunye sansu mama kwa bebia ensem ya sabre abatu biri mu yenimedie etwetwe gu pressure ewo kuri mu papa yenye fedi agoro na haya na tamikutu na dane de nyina nsem no yebono dubuwa ne yabetisi media mamu na wenye bieti enye bi ahwe bamo na so be subscribe na wa share so wa like ya comment asanka ho na ene edia yede nam mani speaker of parliament rumanyamfo abankens for sumana Bagbin wasan ye na die ne biem adwon enenso adwon no wasan so asum sansebra ene edom kuma no minority caucus omo member se bedwafi NPP fan sana sese ye beka no sanse according to parliament de uhwe nkonwa nan adampan ne de na NPP na baba minority na fra womo efre ise speaker mo koshia putuprum eno atimi anya paso ne dadue nenso minority caucus no betre NPP amanuku no omo anko parliament nenso omo nso anko omo anko peche edom kasie no NDC amanuku no omo anko peche omo nso ewo omo akonwa ise omo asesa akotena speaker ejane nsani faso honom no ntinsem no aye bebre na speaker se ne sade a omo duduom omo hode nenso omuntimi mfa adwen nya adwuma emfa mo man no enti neso adjournment abam na nasoafo a wo hwe adwade ne ntfinima ho nsem so nyamfo Hammond say speaker ye no ane se na amenafo ne ekwata na sa wo ne ekwakoyie de ye panie se ye wo ho sie ni ho wotena adwa ne so wo soro wa na nko apam aka NDC for moye minority caucus mon kwatena me benkum so na NPP for moye majority omonso metena me nifa so na apai na so bia hu se wo de adwempa na betena soro nansi papa yi anya ne sa o hwehwia no keka yenum na ye beka no so ame hu se aka na ye de contempt na ebeka no nti onumanyamfo Hammond de sisa muti se contempt wa de ababa duo speaker babare ne kom wo gene ho ania na chese ewo mote onumanyamfo atofo senso akiremu a eja papa so pa ngoma so na nim odani yemu a minority caucus one dey refer to NPP as minority senior say wo mu nyina omutimo a omoman central for kura ye hu de ye kan ye pese ye kan kwa wie se ye mfrewe minority se ye mfrewe majority nti omom de bi ene enso ye kan de akire ne nna ne se wose wo modi wo mobaye eye binum adwen se NDC for empesa ban yinwuma seso oye de kwa wie ye wa afimu no ebesiri po ne nso ente sa mo se ye mra yaba mo frɛ se ye mra mo wo he mama na chese mo akasa munye serious mbos mo man no enti sabredi speaker of parliament adjournment no ene enenso wasanso adwon biem ene hyehye ato force de biem na Hammond sese mo foma sam hwo ho na munya de mo kana contempt so a mo bete patupa abusia o modern subscribe yen hwe videos yi entratoso.
Unfortunately, the signatories who made the request have not shown up, and therefore matters that they wanted us to handle, which are admitted for the consideration of the business committee, are not on the order paper, and in fact there's no order paper for today because the business committee could not meet due to the absence of the people who requested for the recall. And as you can see, one side of the house is completely empty. In view of this, we have, as usual, got a quorum to sit, but we have no business before us to transact, because the business committee, as you know, they prepare a report, and this report is adopted by the House as business agreed by the House to transact during the course of the week. In the absence of that, there is no other authority that can put business before you which you have not adopted to transact. In view of the failure of the business committee to sit, as a result of the refusal of those who requested for the recall to show up, we are compelled to once again adjourn the sitting of the House. Knowing the challenges we are facing, it is not advisable to be adjourning from day to day. And so I'll proceed once more to adjourn the meeting indefinitely. And the meeting, this extraordinary meeting, is accordingly adjourned.
NPP Minority Caucus for first triggering a recall of Parliament under Article 1123 and Order 53 of our standing orders and failed to show up. 2, we left our busy schedule, suspended our campaigns and reported to duty this morning, only to see that the NPP members of Parliament who actually recalled Parliament, we noticed that they failed to show up. This morning at about 7 o'clock, we showed up at the business committee meeting on the 6th floor only to notice that the NPP members of the committee once again failed to show up at the business committee. I personally called the committee clerk and I was informed that she is out of the jurisdiction and no one has reached out to him to her to program the business of the day. I was worried and reached out also to the NPP side and to have an indication as to what their plan is. No one responded. I am deeply worried and deeply concerned that the very people that requested for Parliament to be recalled failed to show up. Clearly, what we are seeing here is an abuse of the Constitution and the standing orders of Ghana's Parliament. The NPP Minority Caucus have indeed caused financial loss to the state and to us, the NDC members of Parliament, and to the people of Ghana. We say this because these recalls cost Ghana money. This is not the first time that they have done this. They've done this a couple of times, but we see nothing than disrespect. We call on the people of Ghana to see the behavior of the NPP and punish them accordingly. They have certainly, everything shows that the NPP are tired, they are fed up, and they are not ready to work for the people. They are bereft of ideas and they are short of vision. They cannot solve the suffering of the people. All what they do out there during campaigns, in spite of the hardship, is to sing and dance Osisifia. That's all what they do. In times like this, when the ordinary Ghanaian is struggling to survive, they are dancing and singing Osisifia and sharing money. We want Ghanaians to see them as such and vote against them and sack them. Because clearly, you can see, we have over 100 NDC MPs here today out of the 137, and we are determined to do what is right. But colleagues, let me make this point to the people of Ghana. Let no one deceive you that the NDC is here to obstruct the people's business. No, we are rather here to work for the people of Ghana. We see this as a call to duty. We turn up in our numbers to do what we have to do, only to find out that the very group of people that called us to consider government business, they have no business. So the truth out there is that there is no urgent government business. There is no urgent government business, and the government has no business We have given up.
No, when did any of the 4 MPs come in and they were asked not to come in? Because today the second deputy speaker's aide has been in the chamber, but the second deputy speaker himself has not been inside.
You may want to take some medication. Yes, it has no point shouting when you are ignorant of the matter. What it is this: it's not for the 4 people to simply show up. The Speaker has made a ruling barring them from coming to the Parliament. Supreme Court is reversed it. It is for the Speaker to sit up there and tell the House that his decision has been reversed, and so we say
reverse if you are not seated. You say you are going to cite the Speaker for contempt.
Not properly.
I mean, you are going to.
The Speaker reverse his decision.
Again, I'm saying that you either want to take leave of your senses or you listen to what I am saying. If you are not prepared to listen to what I'm saying and just listen to your own voices, we are not going to get anywhere. Look at the policy of cameras. Everybody is listening, but you don't seem to be listening and concentrating on what I'm saying. It is not a question of our presence in there or not. It is for the Speaker. If it is only about 100 people who are coming to the room there, minority and the majority will constitute the composition of the House in its entirety. Whichever comes in there, provided that we have enough to constitute the business of the House and then start business of the House, we should do it. So even if we had 99, which is 1/3 of what to form the quorum, it was for the Speaker to make the announcement in the House that his ruling has been stayed, has been overset. Accordingly, minority back to where you were, majority back to where you have been. That is the simplest solution that we talk about.
You say you are going to cite him for contempt.
Yes.
When are you doing this?
Watch the space.
Watch the space. I mean, finally.